Yeah. Thank you everyone for being here. We're excited, we're nervous, but we'll see how it goes. This is how we feel about conventional storage.
Thank you, Alex. As you can see, conventional storage has a few problems. It costs a lot of money. It's very expensive. It also isn't the most convenient of services. If you pack up your home, you have all your things ready to go to the storage unit, you take it to the truck, and then you end up driving 20 minutes. It's just not the most convenient opportunity that are available for you. As well as there's all sorts of hidden fees. Like you might have a late fee that pops up out of nowhere, or a cleaning fee. And all these problems, it was just something that we really didn't enjoy. So we created Padstash to complete and fix all those problems. And Padstash, the reason why it's so special is because it's a peer-to-peer marketplace for storage and parking that allows people who have space to hook up and to find those people who need space. And so it's a perfect way for them to connect, and it provides very many opportunities for these people to find the storage that they need. Now you may be asking, well, if that's such a great service, how is it exactly that you do that? And I want to illustrate some of the opportunities that come with Padstash. First, let's say we have a college student named Anna. And Anna, she is going to change apartments. And she's doing this between a break in semesters. And it just happens that this break is over Christmas break. So she has 3 weeks between the end of one contract and the next contract's beginning. So what's she going to do with her space? She needs a solution. She needs somewhere she can go. On the other hand, you have people like John. And John has extra space in his home. He's not sure what to do with it. And he needs a little extra cash. There's people like John all over the world. People drive a good amount of time to go to centers to donate plasma all the time for $50 a month. And Padstash allows people to have a solution to their problem and earn $50 without ever having to leave their home. They can just rent out their space. It's nice, easy, and convenient. And then you also have people who are world travelers. Say, someone who just likes to live and go from place to place. And as they journey from place to place, they need somewhere to store their place. Now, or store their things. And they're not all like Garrett Gee, so they can't just sell all their stuff and hope that when they come home they'll have $54 million to go buy new things. But they need a place to store it. So that's where Padstash comes in. Padstash connects these people together and provides a convenient solution for them. Now, the reason that Padstash is so innovative is it's inexpensive. It allows people to rent space at a fraction of the cost that it would normally cost in storage units in these facilities. It's also nearby. So you'll find space in your neighborhood, in your same neighborhood, and be able to just go next door compared to traveling 20 minutes. As well as that, is we have no crazy contracts. You won't come if you have a year-long contract, and if you need to move, there won't be a problem if you need to stop, because our contracts are prepaid by month to month. And so that allows people to do that. But Padstash all began this past summer. And I initially began working on Padstash just as a side project. It's just something I wanted as a portfolio piece, just to show the skills that I had and what I could do as a programmer. And then as I began showing what Padstash was to friends and family and neighbors, I was surprised by how many people were interested and wanted to know what this Padstash was and if they could use it themselves. So it was at that point that I decided that I would make it a real business and bring it to the real world. And it didn't take very long as I was working on this idea, programming from night to morning, to realize that I couldn't do this all on my own. It was just a bit too much for me to handle. And so that's when I brought Matt Wilcox on board to help me out.
Yeah, October 4th is when Cameron contacted me, called me and said, hey, I've got a great idea, you should come over to my house. And this was nothing abnormal for Cameron. We had done a few things in high school. In junior high, we sold t-shirts to people, just little things here and there, but he contacted me and said, hey, come over, I have an idea. So I go over to his house, and he pitches the idea to me, and I ask some of the same questions in my head that you guys are probably asking. And I said, okay, well, Cameron, you understand that I have a job right now. At that time, I was working with a home builder in Utah County who built multi-million-dollar custom homes. I had a great position in the company. There were only 4 people in the company, and I had one of those positions. And Cameron was asking me to quit that job and start this with him. So I was nervous. I said, give me 2 days and let me think about it. So I went out. The first day I had a lot of homework and I was really distracted. So the second day is when I really thought everything through. I actually went up in the mountains and I thought about it. It took me about 4 hours of just thinking and deciding what to do. So I was up there and I really felt good about the decision. So I put in my phone, I texted Cameron and I said, I'm in. And right before I sent it, took a deep breath and then sent the message to Cameron. And he just messaged me back and said, all right, let's do this. So let me, now we're gonna look at the website and kind of how it looks. This is our main page. You'll see our logo at the top left. And then you'll see where you can put in the city and the state and search for places in your area. So after you click on that, you'll see something like this. It'll pull up ads or listings in your area. And you can search by different criteria. So you can search by money at the top. You can start from $1, $5, up to $100 a month by day. You can also search for air-conditioned places, locked spaces, pet-free if that's an issue. You can also search by calendar date. If you need it from this date to this date, like Cameron was saying, if you're in between semesters and you need it from the end of the semester till the next semester starts, you can search for that as well. After you find a place that you're looking for, you'll see something like this, and it just gives you more details. You'll see here you've got some dimensions of the space, the accessibility. How it works is you can have partial access, full access, specified access. This particular ad has specified access. So let's say that we find the perfect space that we're looking for and we want it. So we hit book space and it'll pull up a message box where you can message the host. You can type in and say, hey, I'm looking for a space in between semesters. You put in your booking information, the start date, the end date, and then it sends a message to them. They confirm it, and then you're good to go. So here's the lowdown, how it works. Let's say that John wants to list his space. So he'll put it for $50 a month. We add 14% to whatever people want to list it for. So we'll list it on our website. And John will make $43 a month, which also gives him $516 a year. And this is just passive income. This is extremely easy to get. You don't have to do very much. If you have, let's say you have a garage outside that you can just put in the code, and that would be a full access listing that you can put up. This one, the one that we were looking at before, like I said, it was specified access. So in that case, you just contact the person. If I had my stuff stored in someone else's space, I'd contact them and say, hey, I need to come and get my stuff this week. When's a good day for you? And we meet up, and then he comes and gets his stuff, and we move on from there. So our website helps 2 different types of people. One is for people who are looking for storage, specifically students. Because we're students, you know, we have a tender heart to them. We understand the pain of being a student. But this helps students with temporary storage, and it also helps people who are looking for passive income. An easy way to make money, like the other peer-to-peer things that we've seen, like Uber and things like that. So what about our marketing? We have a marketing agenda set up, if you will, for Facebook. We have ads and pictures and videos that are designed specifically for students. They're funny, and once we team up with different teams who can really do good ads, we'll come up with viral things. We don't have a lot of money right now, and so we've been hitting social media and getting ready for social media because it's free. It's an easier thing for us to do. We've got a setup for Twitter. We also have blogs. We have blogs ready to go to post every single week that talk about storage, how you can better use your storage, or how you can store things better, rather. And Google AdWords has been a really big thing. Luckily, our name, Padstash, is something that's actually really easy to have up on, to have it on Google, and then to have people search for it and find it easily. If you search for it now, it should be the first or second option that you have.
So, I hate to break it to you. I'm here to break the news that money doesn't grow on trees. It doesn't. But it might grow in your closet. Thank you.
So how are you addressing the security issue? That's got to be something you thought about, right?
Absolutely.
Thinking about, that's my closet in my house, and who am I going to have coming in my closet to get whatever that's stashed in there?
Yeah. Yes. No, definitely. What we do is we verify all profiles before, and what we have to do is check with the state database to make sure there are no sex offenders, no, those types of lists. It
You're
checks.
doing that. Your software is going to do that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We'll also have background checks done as well, like the other peer-to-peer storage things like Uber and things like that. Or not peer-to-peer storage, sorry, peer-to-peer.
Correct. And then as far as as far as protection for your things, what we found is that actually homeowners insurance will cover the majority of your items, usually up to around $1,500 worth of items that are stored outside of your home. So anyone who is actually storing their items in someone else's home, their whatever they have stored will be covered by that insurance.
Up to 1,500.
Up to, yes, whatever limit it
1,500
is.
or 10%, 10-15%.
Yeah.
Good research.
How, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what about on the other side of the equation is the homeowner who owns the space, will their insurance be nullified by the fact that they're running a business there?
That's a great question.
Yeah, and we're mostly worried about temporary housing, like rentals and things like that, because it could be subleasing. But with homeowners, no, that shouldn't be an issue. And then if the homeowner's stuff gets damaged while you're taking stuff in or out, their homeowner's insurance should cover those things as well.
If I rent your little bedroom in there that's 10 by 10, trying to store stuff for a month,
Yeah.
how much is it going to cost me?
However much I decide to list it for.
Well, typically, what's that going to be?
So typically that'd be anywhere from $10 to $100, which I know that's a wide range. I would say the average room that's a 10 by 10 would be anywhere from $30 to $50.
30 to 50.
Is that per month or?
Per month.
Figure that out.
Yes, but you can also, that's something we didn't speak about, you can list by the day. So
And
it allows you to enter in per day or per month.
And what access do I have for that?
So as Matt was explaining earlier, you have either full access, specified access, or private access. And what full access is if whoever's renting, they decide to give you a key or something to access that 24/7.
Okay.
So in that case, you'd be able to just go in and access the space whenever you wanted. Now, specified access would be where you give them 2 days notice. So they would call you and say, hey, I'm interested in coming by and grabbing these things, can I come by on this date? And then you would work that out with them. And then the no access or the private access is that you completely cut them off, so you see them when they bring the things in and then when they take them out. And that would be it.
What liability do you have as the middleman, the broker, for improper materials being stored there that are lied about, that are flammable, that are illegal, laundered materials, etc.?
Yeah, so since we're a technology company, we're not liable for it. But of course, you can't store anything that's illegal. You can't store anything that is perishable. So you have to follow the rules.
There's a contract that says that.
Yeah, our terms and
Okay.
conditions have all those things covered, yeah.
Okay.
We've been
Who's
working.
your competition?
We have some competition on the East Coast and the West Coast. The biggest competition we ever have right now is a company called Roost. And they're, I think, in Boston.
No, they're out of California, but they are working in Boston as well.
Are you learning from them?
Uh-huh.
Because that's what competition's best to do,
Oh, I know,
is
yeah.
teach you.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
definitely are, yeah.
We've
Okay.
learned
Good.
a lot from them.
We're at time, so Nice job, you guys. Fantastic.